I can't say I've ever been a big fan of Maxine Waters, but I gotta say right now, I will stand alongside her in this fight as she condemns Facebook's new cryptocurrency. Now, there's a lot of caveats to what Facebook is trying to do, but as far as I'm concerned, Facebook is an unaccountable tech monopoly, sort of duopoly. Google and Facebook control a massive portion of the ad market. Facebook is stealing private data. They have done wrong time and time again, and this is an effort to entangle themselves in our economy, and we cannot allow this. I've made several videos saying this is a nightmare. Look, there are a lot of things that I'm like, oh man, that's bad, like censorship. It's like, ooh man, more censorship, that's dangerous. But I'm telling you, Facebook launching a cryptocurrency without restriction, without regulation, is a total doomsday scenario. Maxine Water agrees with me. So no, this is not a conservative position to challenge the big tech companies. Sorry, far leftists. Maxine Waters is saying it too. And I'm going to have to agree. Let's check out this story from the Daily Wire. Maxine Waters warns about Facebook's new cryptocurrency. Can I say one thing real quick? I think this is a bipartisan effort. Can we get like the fringiest of the left and the right together and just be like, everybody put down your swords? We're going to do something about big tech. Unfortunately, you got a lot of these far lefties saying, but the private platform. It's like, dude, seriously? How is it the far left wants a massive, unrestrained, international corporation to run things? Let's read the story. House Financial Services Committee Chairwoman Maxine Waters warned this week about Facebook's new cryptocurrency Libra, saying the tech giant needs to stop what it's doing immediately. Bravo, Maxine Waters. The New York Times reported. Facebook says its new cryptocurrency Libra is a tool for financial inclusion and disrupting the world's cumbersome payment systems. In reality, there is a deeper motivation behind it, although not the one its critics imagine. Libra is the last best hope to reestablish trust between Facebook and the world. No. If that's what they think, maybe. But I'll tell you what will happen. Facebook is the last effort to suspend your ability to buy Twinkies because you violated Facebook's guideline by buying ho-hos. You see how dangerous it can be? Facebook will send you a notification on your phone. This was tweeted by @Bitcoin, by the way. I don't want to take credit for it. Your account has been suspended for 30 days because you purchased something that violates our community guidelines. Imagine that world. Imagine you go to Burger King, and Burger King's not part of the Libra program, so they say, Burger King is deemed hateful. You have to shop at McDonald's. Maybe you want to go to Whole Foods and get something healthy. Oh, that's Amazon, by the way. So they'll say, you can't buy here because, sorry, we don't support our competitors. Let's read on. Facebook harnessed billions of users to the engine of artificial intelligence and steered unerringly toward advertising riches. Privacy, civic discourse, and even democracy were crushed beneath the wheels as Facebook rolled toward global domination. Now it faces angry legislators around the world, huge fines, hostile investigations, and punitive regulations aiming to rein it in. Yes, absolutely. Maxine Waters joined CNBC's Closing Bell on Thursday to discuss the new cryptocurrency and urge Facebook to stop what it is doing immediately. We're going to move aggressively and very quickly to deal with what's going on with this new cryptocurrency, Waters told CNBC on Thursday. I think it's very important for them to stop right now what they're doing so that we can get a handle on this. I've asked them to place a moratorium on moving forward with Libra, Waters continued. We don't have a regulatory agency to oversee who they are and what they are doing. This is like starting a bank without having to go through any steps to do it. And of course, we have some questions about Facebook and some of the ways that it has conducted itself in the past. I'm going to stop right here and say, Republicans, conservatives, you should be standing behind Maxine Waters on this one. If you thought it was bad when they censored conservative news and conservative personalities and purged people for arbitrary reasons, let me assure you, it will only be worse, 10 times worse, when they wipe all of you out of the economy. Can't buy a house, can't buy food, can't buy a bike, can't buy a car. Now look, of course, in the beginning, it won't be that way. It never is. They'll offer up this little tool and say, hey, it's just a bonus. But guess what? We've already seen all of these different websites say you got to log in with Facebook or Google. Yes, they've dominated this. Now people say, well, it's easier just to log in with Facebook. How long until people say it's easier to get paid in Libra? Your boss says, it's easier if I just pay you in Libra instead of US, right? Sure. How long until that slips through the cracks and we enter a future where everything's going to be okay for the first couple of years, right? Think about it. Facebook and Twitter were fine. Twitter was the free speech wing of the free speech party. Now look where they are. They will slip in slowly, and they will provide you with this great benefit. And you will say, wow, it really is easy to use this currency. And you'll be beeping your phone, doop, 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 just super easy, everywhere. Transactions international, no problem. 5 years goes by. All of a sudden, you got some weird dude talking about moon landing being fake. His Libra gets suspended. But unfortunately, his employer only pays in Libra. Oh no. Union contract emerges. The union says, we demand that you pay in Libra for convenience to our staff. Now all of a sudden, you don't have Libra, you can't get a job. I worked for a union once. This is a legitimate example of why I bring this up. And they told me, if I didn't join the credit union, I could only go to one ATM to get my paycheck. And it was in a weird, obscure location. I'm serious about this. And they said, however, if you join the credit union, well, then you can use any credit union ATM. Plus, we have a ton of specialized ATMs just for you. We had no choice. Everyone joined the credit union. To me, that felt devious, dirty. Imagine what happens then when some tech union, or like the BuzzFeed union, says we want to be paid in Libra because everyone accepts it and it's easier to use and it's faster. Instead of going to the bank, oh man, it takes 3 days for a bank transaction to clear, just use Libra, man. Then it's going to start slow with the boss saying, you know, if you'd like, we offer a Libra as a portion of your compensation. The thing is, if this was happening with Bitcoin, I would be less concerned because Bitcoin is decentralized. And if you said, look, provide the address and we'll use Bitcoin, I'd be like, that's cool. Some people have brought up Minds.com. And as many of you know, I actually work with the CEO of Minds on other projects. But Minds is not Facebook, right? I think it's awesome that people want to use crypto technology for various awesome endeavors. Let me show you a picture from CNET that should probably, man, you know, I made a lot of videos about this, but trust me when I say it's because of all the things that I've cared about. This is serious. I grew up in the hacker community, right? Or at least a hacker community with hacker friends on the internet. I was a member of several hacker spaces. And technology, I understand to a certain degree the power of this and where it goes. Look at that picture on the screen. Libra right in the middle of all of these different services. PayPal, Coinbase, PayU, Uber, MasterCard, Women's World Banking, whatever that is. Calibra, I guess Calibra is part of the same thing. I don't know. Facebook, Spotify, eBay, Stripe, Lyft. Did I say Visa and MasterCard? What do you think happens when all of these services use Libra? Let me explain to you something that's even more dangerous. Okay, maybe the scenario about your boss paying in Libra never comes to be. Maybe it's a far-fetched idea. Here's what you won't see happening. The companies will agree to exchange in Libra because they have a backing interest. So Facebook launches Libra, and then MasterCard says, hey, Iliad, whenever we do a transaction, we'll just do it in Libra because it's faster and easier, and we don't have to worry about regulation from the US government. Well, then what happens when you want to use one of these services? Coinbase might say, you need Libra because we do all our transactions between MasterCard through Libra. Maybe Facebook, maybe you sign up. Maybe you sign up to, Spotify, Vodafone, your cell phone carrier, and you're signed up using MasterCard. Here's the thing. MasterCard and Vodafone both use Libra. So maybe you're still spending USD for Vodafone, but to transact from MasterCard to Vodafone, it uses the Libra network. Let's say Facebook bans you for hate speech, and now your transaction won't go through because the address used by you is associated with a banned account. So MasterCard says, we can't do a transaction between a partner company because you've been banned from Libra, so we can't transact the money. We don't know exactly what will happen, but I assure you, giving Facebook the ability to network all of these different companies and allow them to arbitrarily enforce these rules will be a nightmare doomsday scenario. So I'll say this. I have been very critical of Maxine Waters and the things she said about getting in people's faces, but that's it for the most part. But I'll tell you what. When Ocasio-Cortez called out the big tech companies, Elizabeth Warren has called them out. You've got now Maxine Waters calling them out. You will see me standing beside them holding up a sign. I mean that figuratively, like you will never see me protesting or anything. These are just my opinions about what I think we need to do. I'm not telling anybody necessarily what to do. I'm just saying, for me personally, I will absolutely stand alongside anybody who wants to challenge these massive tech oligopolies. My principles lie in restricting massive power from dominating and oppressing. Plain and simple. Freedom. For some reason, people on the left right now, not all, some, because I'm talking about some people on the left who are calling them out, but you've got these private platform people who just don't seem to care. It's like this weird libertarian, but I don't even know, their position makes no sense. It's an authoritarian position, I guess. They want massive corporations the right to do it if they want. Well, I'm not me. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for hanging out. Stick around. Podcast every day up at 6:30, iTunes, Google, etc. The next video will be on this channel at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.